Hey, what's up you guys? It's Dorothy and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thank you for stopping by. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and comment down below what you guys would like to see in the future. In today's video, we're going to go into Chapter 5, Part 1 of One of Us is Lying. I'm so excited because this book is getting juicy already, a lot faster than most books that I read, and I don't want to say that it's getting juicier than what A Good Girl's Guide to Murder did. They're just about the same with juiciness right away, but let's get right into this video. This video may contain sensitive topics and foul language. If you do not wish to continue, please click off of the video now. You have been warned. Chapter 5, Browen, Friday, September 28th, 6:45 p.m. Friday evening is a relief. Maeve and I are settled into her room for a Buffy the Vampire Slayer marathon on Netflix. It's our late obsession, and I've been looking forward to it all week, but tonight we only half pay attention. Maeve's curled up on the window seat, tapping away on her laptop, and I'm sprawled across her bed with my Kindle open to Ulysses by James Joyce. It's number 1 on the Modern Library's 100 Best Novels, and I'm determined to finish it before the semester's over, but it's pretty slow going, and I can't concentrate. All anybody could talk about at school today was that Tumblr post. A bunch of kids had a link emailed to them last night from some About This Gmail address, and by lunchtime everyone had read it. Yumiko helps out in the principal's office on Fridays, and she heard them talking about it, trying to track whoever did it by IP address. I doubt they'll have any luck. Nobody with half a brain would send something like that from their own technology. Since the tension on Monday, people have been careful and overly nice to me. But today was different. Conversations kept stopping when I approached. Yumiko finally said, "It's not like people think you sent it. They just think it's weird how you guys got questioned by the police yesterday and then this pops up. Like that was supposed to make me feel better. Just imagine." Maeve's voice startles me back to her bedroom. She puts aside her laptop and wraps her fingers lightly on the window. This time next year, you'll be at Yale. What do you think you'll do there on a Friday night? Frat party? I roll my eyes at her. Right, because you get a personality transplant along with your acceptance letter. Anyway, I still have to get in. You will. How could you not? I shift restlessly on the bed. Lots of ways. You never know. Maeve keeps tapping her fingers against the glass. If you're being modest on my account, you can give it a rest. I'm quite comfortable in my role as the family slacker. You're not a slacker, I protest. She just grins and flutters a hand. Maeve's one of the smartest people I know, but until her freshman year, she was too sick to go to school constantly. She was diagnosed with leukemia when she was 7 and wasn't fully disease-free until 2 years ago when she was 14. We almost lost her a couple of times. Once when I was in the 4th grade, I overheard a priest at the hospital asking my parents if they consider starting to make arrangements. I knew what he had meant. I bowed my head and prayed, "Please don't take her. I'll do everything right if you let her stay. I'll be perfect, I promise." After so many years in and out of the hospital, Maeve never really learned how to participate in life. I do that for the both of us, join the clubs, win the awards, and get the grades so I can go to Yale like our parents did. It makes them happy and keeps Maeve from extending herself too much. Maeve goes back to staring out the window with her usual faraway expression. She looks like a daydream herself, pale and urethral, with dark brown hair like mine, but startling amber eyes. I'm about to ask what she's thinking when she suddenly sits up straight and cups her hands around her eyes, pressing her face against the window. "Is that Nate Macaulay?" I snort without moving, and she says, "I'm serious, check it out." I get up and lean in next to her. I can just about make out the faint outline of a motorcycle in our driveway. "What the hell?" Maeve and I exchange glances, and she shoots me a wicked grin. "What?" I ask. My voice comes out more snappish than I intend. "What?" she mimics. "You think I don't remember you mooning over him in elementary school? I was sick, not dead. Don't joke about that. God." And that was light years ago. Nate's motorcycle is still in our driveway, not moving. What do you suppose he's doing here? Only one way to find out. Maeve's voice is annoyingly sing-songy, and she ignores the dirty look I give her as I stand up. My heart thumps all the way downstairs. Nate and I have talked more at school this week than we have since 5th grade, which immediately still isn't much. Every time I see him, I get the impression he can't wait to be someplace else, but I keep running into him. Opening the front door triggers a floodlight in front of our garage that makes Nate look as though he's on center stage. As I walk toward him, my nerves are jangling, and I'm acutely conscious of the fact that I'm in my usual hanging out with Maeve ensemble, flip-flops, a hoodie, and athletic shorts. Not that he's making an effort. I've seen the Guinness t-shirt at least twice this week. "Hi, Nate," I say. "What's up?" Nate takes off his helmet, and his dark blue eyes flick past me to our front door. Hey, he doesn't say anything else for an uncomfortably long time. I cross my arms and wait him out. Finally, he meets my gaze with a wry smile and makes my stomach do a slow somersault. I don't have a good reason for being here. Do you want to come in? I blurt out. He hesitates. I bet your parents would love that. He doesn't know the half of it. Dad's least favorite stereotype is the Colombian drug dealer, and he wouldn't appreciate even a hint of association from me, but I find myself saying they're not home. Then I hastily add, I'm hanging out with my sister. Before he thinks that was some sort of come on, yeah, okay. Nate gets off his bike and follows me like it's no big deal, so I try to act equally nonchalant. Maeve's leaning against the kitchen counter when we get inside, even though I'm sure she was staring out her bedroom window 10 seconds ago. Have you met my sister, Maeve? Nate shakes his head. No. How's it going? All right, Maeve answers, eyeing him with a frank interest. I have no idea what to do next as she shrugs off his jacket and tosses it over the kitchen chair. How am I supposed to entertain Nate McCauley? It's not even my responsibility, right? He's the one who showed up out of the blue. I should do what I normally do, except that's sit in my sister's room and watch retro vampire shows while half reading Ulysses. I'm completely out of my depth here. Nate doesn't notice my discomfort wandering past the French doors that open our living room. Maeve elbows me as we follow him and murmurs, Que poco hermosa. Shut up, I hiss. Dad encourages us to speak Spanish around the house, but I doubt this is what he had in mind. Besides, all we know, Nate's fluent. He stops at the grand piano and looks back at us. Who plays? Rowan, Maeve says before I can even open my mouth. I stare near the doorway, arms folded, as she settles into Dad's favorite leather armchair in front of the sliding door leading to our deck. She's really good. Oh yeah? Nate asks at the same time I say, no, I'm not. You are, Maeve insists. I narrow my eyes as she widens hers in a fake innocence. Nate crosses to the large walnut bookcase covering one wall, picking up a picture of Maeve and me with identical gap-toothed smiles in front of Sleeping Beauty's castle at Disneyland. It was taken 6 months before Maeve was diagnosed, and for a long time it was the only vacation picture we had. He studies it, then glances my way with a small smile. Maeve was right about his mouth. It is sexy. You should play something. Well, it's easier than talking to him. I shuffle to the bench and sit, adjusting the sheet music in front of me. It's variations of the canon, which I've been practicing for months now. I've taken lessons since I was 8, and I'm pretty competent technically, but I've never made people feel anything. Variations on the canon is the first piece that made me want to try. There's something about the way it builds, starting soft and sweet but gaining in volume and intensity until it's almost angry. That's the hard part, because at a certain point the notes grow harsh, verging on discordant, and I can't muster the force to pull it off. I haven't played in over a week. The last time I tried to hit so many wrong notes, even Maeve winced. She seems to remember glancing toward Nate and saying, "This is a really hard song," as if she suddenly regrets setting me up for embarrassment. But what the hell, this whole situation is too surreal to take seriously. If I woke up tomorrow and Maeve told me I dreamed it all, I'd fully accept that. So I start, and right away it feels different, looser and less of a reach for the harder parts. For a few minutes I forget anyone's in the room, and I enjoy how notes that usually trip me up flow easily. Even the crescendo. I don't attack it as hard as I need to, but I'm faster and surer than I normally am, and don't hit a single wrong note. When I finish, I smile triumphantly at Maeve, and it's only when her eyes drift toward Nate that I remember I have an audience of 2. He's leaning against our bookcase, arms crossed, and for once he doesn't look bored or about to make fun of me. That's the best thing I've ever heard, he says. That is the end of chapter 4 part 1. Chapter 5 part 1. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.